Oh shit. Oh, it shows the whole thing, babe. So we good. Hello, how you guys doing? We're gonna wait till a little bit more people, join in a little bit. It is hot as hell out here, but I decided to sit out here and take in the Mother Nature and show you guys my garden and my flowers that I'm so proud of now. I just got, but yeah, we're gonna wait for a little bit more people and then we'll go ahead and get started. So where's everybody from? Let me see where you guys from. All right, let's see. Hey, nice flowers. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm great. And you?
That is good. I'm doing well. I think every day you wake up is a blessing, and it's another chance to do something great. So it's good. I woke up feeling good. Definitely.
Oh, I'm so jealous because you just said that it's hot out there. Here it's freezing.
Really? How, so
Yeah.
how cold is it there right now?
I was going to check that out before we went live, but then I forgot because we use different temperature measurements.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
yeah, but
I
it's
got
not as cold as it would get like in the US. It wouldn't snow here. I have like a long sleeve and that's it. And
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. So it looks like we got quite a few people in, so we're going to go ahead and get started. First, I want to just say thank you again for everyone tuning in and just supporting what I'm doing. Just it's overwhelming. I won't lie, it's super overwhelming, but it's something that genuinely comes from the heart. That's why I do what I do. I wanted to tie in something that I did with my personal life and my background and what I do for work and tie it into a little bit of my gardening. So that's how Garden Talks was created. And I wanted to highlight a lot of individuals that have talents or businesses or products to promote because I think, small businesses are together. I mean, we can just grow big. I mean, it's just like the big companies. They have sister brands, and then they create other brands from those sister brands, and then it all comes back in a circle. So basically, what I'm trying to do here with Garden Talks is keep all of that promotion and that uplifting spirit with small businesses all together, so we can all become successful. So with that said, we do have Loli live today from it's Rio, right? Rio
Yes.
Janeiro, Brazil. Um,
Hmm.
I'll get into a little bit about how we met. It was quite funny. I used to work for Adidas, and I was a sales manager. And this particular day, I was at a location where I was training to go to my next location. Um, so they Loli and Z, I call him Z. I like to call him Z. But
Yeah.
her
Lucas.
Lucas. Lucas came in and I was helping him out. We started talking, and the conversation just was, nonstop. And since that day, they walked into that store. We've been good friends. And it's actually one thing that's really, really cool. And I think one thing that stood out to me is I invited them to the hood, like to the hood, South Central, like the hood. And it was Nipsey Hussle's grand opening of his smart store, Marathon Clothing. And I invited him, and we weren't talking for like most of the day. So I'm like, oh, you know what? They're probably not gonna come. I just met them. They're probably sightseeing or whatnot. And then I get a call, and Loli's like, hey, we're here. Where are you? And I was like, whoa, like I thought that was so cool because it showed me that they were very outgoing and very social, and they wanted to experience. So they came out, and I thought that was really cool. That we have yeah, I have some pictures. I'll probably post up a little bit later on my blog or something about it. But I thought that was cool, and they came out, and that was great. It was a great thing for them because everyone was going inside. So when they got there, they weren't letting anyone inside the store at the time. So what I did was I found someone that ran, the security there, and then I got them in, and then they were able to really walk and get a tour. They've seen Nipsey, and that was one of my favorite parts because he's very inspirational in my life. But yeah, enough of that. I can talk all day.
That
but
was a very
I was
special day for us because we hadn't had that experience yet, and I was especially eager to know different parts of LA because I had been there before, and I'm not really into doing the classical tourist stuff. Like, I can go to the Hollywood Boulevard like once in my life, and that's it. That's
yep.
good. Yeah. So when we got there, Lucas was like, "Lily, I think we're the only white people here. Is it safe that we're here?"
All right.
And I was like, "Yeah, let's do this. We're here. Let's trust."
Yeah,
And it was amazing, and it was one of the most memorable experiences for us in California.
that's cool. That's cool. I love it. That was cool. Yeah, I definitely won't forget that. Sorry about that. But so let's get into it. So Lily, I know I just announced where you're from, but go ahead and let them know where you're from. What do you do, and just a little bit about that.
Okay, so I'm born and raised in Brazil, and I did filmmaking here, and that's why I started a YouTube channel about filmmaking. And it's been 9 years now since I started my YouTube channel, and I feel like it's the time to do bigger stuff and like work with more people in filmmaking. So we started this. It started out as a quarantine project, but now it's a real project. And me
Nice.
and Lucas, we're doing this web series called Rio.com. And we're doing the crowdfunding through Catarse, which is a Brazilian page for that. But Catarse also accepts credit cards, which is perfect because we have a lot of friends from abroad. And this time, our currency is around 5 to 1. So 5 reais is $1. And so people from the US can help a lot in this project. And it's about 9 stories of 9 different people the day before quarantine was announced in Rio. And people from Rio are very outdoorsy. They like to go out, and it was quite a shock for us to have to stay at home. And at first, we thought it was going to be only 2 weeks, and then over 100 days, we're locked inside, and people are starting to going crazy. And
Yeah.
we decided to tell these stories. They're all fictional, but inspired by real lives and real events.
Exactly.
And we're doing a transmedia project. It's not just the 9 episodes. It's going to be 15 days of transmedia for each episode. So we can get familiar with the characters and talk to them throughout social media. And well, I started talking about Real.com, and I totally forgot that you asked me about me because this is the time that I'm
You
so
know,
I'm
you know
so
what?
in the
It's
project.
all right. It's all right. You know what? Because look, we are live, and I think that the best thing about it is because this is not scripted.
Yeah.
I come from a place of just, you know what I mean, just straight realness. Raw. Just get it out there and tell it like it is. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I always want it to be pure and from the heart. So I mean, hey, we on the right track. We good. We all right. As long as we get this
Yeah.
now, we good.
So it's been 6 years that I live in Rio now, and I was born here, but I moved when I was a little kid to Curitiba, which is in the south, and it's very different culturally. I usually tell my American friends that the cultural differences from Brazilian states is kind of like the American states, because
Yeah.
across the country, people are so different.
Wow.
And I came from Curitiba with a different mentality, a different kind of lifestyle, and I found myself again in Rio. And
Nah,
it's been the best time because I was here for the World Cup, I was here for the Olympic Games, I lived all that.
that's awesome. That's awesome, and I like how you said you found yourself because I think that's so important in life. You know, you're gonna everyone's gonna reach that time where they're gonna feel like they finally like found themselves. You know what I mean? Where they
Yeah.
find their peace and their passion. And I think obviously you're on your way. I found mine obviously. So I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's definitely a beautiful thing. So now that you explained the project, we'll go back to that project too at the end.
Yeah.
But so when it comes to YouTube, I know I just started. I One reason why I think this is a great time is because others that I follow or I see on Instagram or social media, they're starting YouTube pages and things like that. Um, I see a lot of people asking questions. So since you're here with us today, like I would say you don't have to give all the tips and whatnot, but at least explain the like your process of the how the which route you took to build your YouTube platform.
Kind of lagging a little bit here. If it's for everyone or is it me? Because my Wi-Fi sucks.
Oh no, it's okay. I'll wait until
You're
it
breaking.
comes through. I'm breaking up. Hey, how we doing,
Can you hear
followers?
me?
Is everyone seeing the video? Good. I think it. Can you see it? I'm still good. Okay. What
Can you hear me now?
should I just restart it? We're good. We're good. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, Lily,
Can you hear me?
you're back. All right.
Okay,
Great.
perfect.
Great. All right. We
Oh
good?
yeah, telling me that my yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. No, no, you're fine. You're fine. Hey,
About YouTube,
it's
right?
okay. Yeah, YouTube. Like, tell us about like how your route you took and how you began to build your platform. So
I'm back.
you're back. All right.
I switched from Wi-Fi to 4G
All
because my
right.
Wi-Fi is not dependable.
Right. Hey, it's all right. Hey, we kept the show going. That's all good. So I'll kind of go back. So tell us a little bit of your journey and how you started your YouTube platform and some of the things that you did differently than others. You would say.
When I first started, it didn't really seem like an option, like a professional option for me. I was just looking for a community and a place to talk about the stuff that I liked. Um, from the first video, I had this mentality of doing something that I would be the first audience. Like it's something that
Yeah.
I would like to watch, I would like to consume.
Right.
And it has always been my goal to deliver the best videos, and when we're talking about Instagram, the best posts, um, thinking that the person on the other side is similar to myself and what I
Right.
would like to see, what I would like to watch, what I would like to learn. And from the start, I had this educational approach to filmmaking, and it started growing and growing. After 2016, I guess, I really dived in that, and it seems like people can tell the difference. And it's funny because it's been 9 years since I started. So throughout these years, I've been hearing people saying that they started liking filmmaking or movies because of me. And now I get the feedback that people are graduated from filmmaking courses because they started watching my videos.
That's
It's been a
that's
long
great.
time.
That's great. You know what? That is such a great feeling. Like, I get those certain DMs as well. I'm sure you get them all the time, and it is amazing to get those. It makes you feel so good, and it makes you hungrier. I think it makes you want to go harder and really, you know what I mean. Let them follow what you're, in your footsteps or your path. So I think that's great. If All right, so right now I'm at like the stage where I just post, obviously my garden talks every Wednesday on YouTube. Um, when when people are filming YouTube videos, what's most important you feel that they should try to at least progress on?
I don't think you should aim to be like the professional TV broadcaster, host, or whatever, because it's you. Like, you being you is what makes that show special. So
Exactly.
people are watching you, and they are watching you grow and watching you learn. Whenever you go in my first years of YouTube, you can see that I was not so outspoken. I was always like, I wasn't shy, but it was a different way of talking and behaving.
Yeah.
And I feel like at first I would always hide the little gaps that I was breathing, like, and then I would edit that out. And then a friend of mine said that whenever I did that, it felt like I didn't know what I was talking about. So it was something that I was insecure about, so people wouldn't have like a lost time because I was breathing.
Yeah.
But then it came across as, well, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But
Yeah.
that's not true, because I was always the person doing my own research and my own scripts.
Exactly.
So I decided to stop editing so much of my videos, and I just found my way of doing that. And before the pandemic, I was doing weekly videos about the movies that were premiering.
Yeah, I
And
seen.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I just did with my cell phone, and I didn't edit that. So it was a long shot. I was just free speaking about the movie, and it was no pressure also, because I didn't have any editing to do. So people would know that if I said something that was not accurate, like I mispronunciated someone's name, or did some kind of lapse like that, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem, because it was just free speaking and no editing. So I feel like people should really find their own voice, not try to mimic everyone who's famous right now, or
Exactly.
whoever is doing what's hot. And you should do something that it's communicating to yourself and to the person that you feel like you are, because we
Exactly.
have lots of different personas.
That's very true. I like that you said that because that's exactly what I do things. I mean, when I started all this, I didn't have not a single plan written down because I didn't force anything. I feel like when you have ideas, they should always come to you. You shouldn't have to chase it. You know what I mean? Just like with building a name or creating a tagline or branding your company, nothing should be forced. Everything should just come to you. Obviously, you want to go, off a plan, but at the same time, just it has to just be organic. I think for it to work, because I know me on this screen, I never done this ever. I, I was always I'm always the guy in the back. So when there's a lot of companies that I've worked with, or a lot of talent that I've worked with, where their work was shown, and I was the person that created that work, but I was always on the back end. So now that I'm on the forefront, I'm just like, whoa, you know. I'm nervous right now. but I think it's all in your mind. So once you overcome those doubts, you overcome fear. So that's very important to do is to control what you feel like you can't control. So I mean,
Yeah.
with all that said, I mean, I see it led. I see it led. Your YouTube led from you did some branding content for Netflix. You did HBO, Coca-Cola, Sony. Like, damn, can I borrow some money? Damn, get some money. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. $1, maybe 10. I should,
That's
but
the funny thing about that because we can't really predict success.
no,
And when I started, it wasn't my goal. And then the companies just started looking at my work because it was authentic, because I was doing something that I like.
right.
And being doing that so young, it made me live a lot of things that people don't really see until they're like 40 or 50 or 60. Because I've had my peak on YouTube and now I'm not there anymore. And it was something that I had to make peace with that because I
Uh,
had this moment that everything was working together and my content was fresh and people wanted that. And whenever someone new approached or someone new emerged,
yes.
I had to give away the spotlight. We can't be on the spotlight forever. And I hope I won't be the person chasing the spotlight with the one good idea that I had in my life because I will have several. I hope so.
No, hey, I like that attitude. I definitely like that attitude. So, if you can, real quick, I know you don't. Yeah, well, honestly, I never even asked. Do you garden at all?
Well, poorly.
I
I
would.
have
To be honest.
this service that they collect organic garbage like fruit waste,
Yes,
and
for
they
compost.
yeah, they do compost, and they give it to me once a month, a bag of 1 kilo of great how do you call it, earth, like
Yeah, yeah, it's like matter, earth matter, whatnot. Something like that.
yes,
I'm still
that's
new to
it.
gardening too, so I don't even know all the terminology. So hey, we good, we good.
Yeah. So that kind of motivated me to do more gardening because I usually just bought a plant and water it sometime whenever I remembered, and then it started dying, and I just bought another plant. And then I met this guy who has this flower shop, and he was so mad at me. He was like, "You can't buy plants and just wait them to die. Like you have to take care of them." And
That's true,
I totally put myself in his place because if it was someone talking about a cat or a dog like that, I would be outraged. But I
right?
was doing that to my plants. So
Right.
I was just, forgive me, but now I have the conscience. And with that kilo of matter that they delivered to my place, I usually do like a scoop with for every plant, so they have like nutrients. And I just whenever I pay attention to them, I can be a better gardener. Like I do the finger thing so I can see if they need water,
Oh,
and I test with the lighting because I moved. It's
oh
been like
yes,
2 weeks that I moved,
yeah.
and my previous apartment didn't have direct sunlight, and this one has. Well,
Uh,
right now it's kind of cloudy. I wish we had this perfect sunset, but it's behind the clouds. And here where I stand, it's usually where we have sunlight.
okay.
Now that it's winter until like 4:35 ish. And so these plants have to survive the direct sunlight. So I'm testing them out. And
Nice.
this one here didn't really like it. I just put it here because we're doing the video.
Yeah. What? Can you tell us what type of plants they are?
This is in Portuguese it's peace lily. I'm not sure if it's the same name.
Okay.
And it likes
If
lot
anyone
of
help us
moist.
out that's watching, feel free to chime in and let us know if you guys know the plants.
Yes,
I grow
please.
a lot of vegetables, so I'm not too good with the plants yet. So feel free, everyone, to chime in and let us know what type of plants these are if you do know. All right,
Yeah.
so that one is Portuguese. You said what again? I'm sorry.
It's like peace lily. It's
Peace
lírio da
lily.
paz.
All right. It looks nice.
Oh
I like.
yeah, it's peace lily. Wellness Garden said that.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Let me
Wellness.
just get my cell phone so I can show you more about my plants.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we have bamboo here.
Oh, nice. That is nice.
Yeah. This one, I don't know the name.
I
It's
don't
like
either.
a succulent.
Let's see. That is nice. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, it's very frail. Like the other day, I passed by and it broke right here. So, see,
Oh,
they
wow.
break easily.
Yeah. It looks like a huge like rosemary tree plant,
Yeah, it has the same shape, but it's huge.
right?
This one was indoors.
Okay.
So this plant used to live in my living room and
Uh,
now it's outside. I don't feel like she liked it
yeah.
since you can see here.
Wow. Oh yeah,
She
it's growing
probably
good
needs
though.
to get,
It just
yeah,
needed a little water. Yeah, typically when I always check my leaves, I'm not like super expert or anything, but when I check my leaves because the leaves would indicate certain things to you. So
yeah.
if it's bacteria or fungus or things like that, so I definitely understand the leaf coloring.
Yeah. Wellness Garden has the name Dracana.
Jack.
We
Oh,
have those, but I don't know the name.
oh, okay.
Cool.
I can't even pronounce it, so I won't even try.
The thing
Thank
is
you.
also because you said watering, we had this, I guess, like 4 days of storms, and the plants were drowning. Like the plates, the little plates, were filled with water, and I couldn't even do anything about it because it was raining like the day after the day after the day after. So now we're in the middle of a drought, and
Uh,
they're kind of like drying now a little bit.
oh wow.
Let's see what else I have here. Oh, this one is very special to me because it was a plant that someone gave it to me because all my plants were dying.
Uh,
And you can see that this here is like the baby plant and they pop out and they plant themselves. So
nice.
this is the baby that planted themselves from these leaves.
Wow, that's
And so
interesting.
yeah, this the person gave me the first plant because all my plants were dying, and now all my empty pots have this. So I have it here and here, a bigger version of it.
Oh, nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
and here too.
Oh wow. I
So it's
love those.
very easy to
That's
take
nice.
care.
I like those pots you have them in. That's cool. It's like eggshell.
Yeah.
That's really unique.
Let
I
me
like
show
that.
you too. This one. This one was a flower that my boyfriend gave it to me last year in October for my birthday. And so it was looking kind of sad with the leaves all dried. And before moving, I just cleaned it up a little bit, and now it's starting to bloom.
Nice.
Oops, I fell.
No, that, that was my fault. All right. Now everybody see my short shorts I got on today.
Good thing you're wearing any.
Right. You know what? I was thinking about it. I know the newscasters, they don't wear no pants, right? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so
I like that.
we have like
You
easy
have those
plans.
open. That's awesome.
And these are the new babies. I love this color, and I'm just testing to see if they like the warm weather, the direct sunlight.
Oh man. I'm still laughing. I'm still laughing at my shorts. But
Oh, I
let's.
have an avocado that I planted.
Oh, avocado. Yes.
It's just a tiny avocado.
I know. You know what? So I tried to plant an avocado and it was going super good and it went super south. but hopefully I'll start another one because I started that one from a store bought avocado. So I did this whole seed thing and germinated it, and it just ended up dying on me. So I got to get another one. If what is like a when you're just walking around through the neighborhoods of Brazil, what are some of the like plant trees or anything edible that you'll see just kind of out in the public?
Well, coconuts,
Okay.
that's an easy one. But they're not native from Brazil. They
Oh,
were brought here. Well, there's this urban legend. I'm not sure it's correct, but let me just tell you and then you can tell me.
okay.
The Portuguese people who came here like 500 years ago, they would come with coconuts so they can drink the water and balance the weight of the ship. And when they got here, they would
Okay.
get gold and wood and all those natural resources, and they just dumped the coconuts. So the ship would have the perfect balance to go back home. So that's why the coconuts just found themselves in a nice environment. So they became native. They were native from here.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And then so now hopefully we answered a lot of you guys' questions. Thank you, the Wellness Garden. Just a quick shout out to her since she's just been on it. Thank you so much for letting me know and let Lily know what type of plants those are, and let everyone
Yeah,
know
she
what
has
type
the
of plants.
sharpest eye.
Yeah, she does. I'm scared. I gotta watch out what's behind me. She made. I just kidding. There's my short shorts again. Let me put it down. I gotta fix my camera. I swear they're longer than what you guys see. Let me just I'm fixing my camera. I don't know how it got messed up, but okay, there it is. But so let's continue with okay, so we're talking about the plants, and you mentioned a little bit about YouTube, and I think with YouTube will obviously you fall into different things like you did things for create content for HBO and things like that. So when it comes to that, I know that you were on a few red carpets. So for anyone that's interested in that, like, can you explain that? Because as I was did a little bit more research. What explain the red carpet, and then also what is a junket? Because I have no idea what it is.
Ah. Okay, so a press junket is whenever you get invited to interview people. So my first one was for the movie The Fifth Wave with Chloe Grace Moretz. So I was invited to LA. That was my first time in LA,
Oh, nice.
and yeah, I interviewed her and two other colleagues that they played their romantic interests in the movie, and yeah, that's it. You have to be invited to do the press junkets, and usually when I started, it wasn't very common for YouTubers to do press junkets, but I was one of the first people to talk about filmmaking in Brazil on YouTube. So
Nice.
that's why I was invited. So one of my favorite ones was in Italy. I did the press junket for Inferno, and I did
Oh,
interview Tom Hanks and Felicity Jones and everyone
nice.
from the cast,
Uh,
Ron Howard, and also the author of the books that inspired the franchise. So it
that.
was amazing.
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. I, Yeah, just like you. When I meet, and you know what? It's different when you actually meet. Like I guess like A-listers or big time celebrities, because like I don't know if you're like me, I kind of I get real comfortable like really quickly because I feel so
Yeah.
connected because I feel like we have that connection and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm like I've been
Yeah.
watching you my whole life. I know you,
That's why we
but
clicked because we have an easy way of talking to people.
yeah, no, yeah, seriously. I think my daughter beats me though. I mean, she's probably met probably the most famous people that she's had really cool interactions, and I'm just like, damn, man, like I wanna, you know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. It's all for the kids. Um, so with the So with that, so explain to me what a junket is.
Well, that's it. You get invited
Oh yeah.
to interview the people. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the
And you
folks.
asked me about the red carpet. The red carpet is something that is so crazy because it totally embodies the spirit of the relativity of time. You see the pictures of actors and actresses on red carpet for
Yeah.
years, and you can see them like, oh, here's the plastic surgery that they did, or this is the dress that they wore, and you see the images forever and ever and ever. But whenever you're walking down the red carpet, it's just like less than 5 minutes.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's
I'm sure.
just like a fragment of time that stays forever in the pictures.
Hmm.
And I did the red carpet for what's the name? Doctor Sleep. It was
Okay.
last year I was there.
Okay.
And it was the first time that I was photographed on the red carpet because I was one of
Nice.
the people that were invited. And once I saw the pictures, I was like, oh, I should have posed like this and like this. And it was so fast. I didn't have time to think about that.
Exactly. No, I feel you. I feel you. Like that's why I don't do any photo shoots at all. No, I don't. I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll post pictures and things like that, but I mean, yeah, I'm not the one for it. Definitely not. So with the movies and the red carpet and things like that, what like what do you feel like is your next step to to like what's your next goal, or where do you see yourself going next?
Well, I'm in love with filmmaking, so that's definitely something that is in the top of my list. And I'm a great producer, actually. I'm very organized, and I like to talk to people, so that's something that's
Right.
important too.
Yep.
And I've done a few works as a producer. Last year we had a web series, a documentary web series that Lucas has directed, and I produced. We were runner-ups for one of the biggest web series festivals here in Brazil. It's called Rio
Nice.
Web Fest. We were runner-ups for two categories: best nonfiction directing and best nonfiction web series. And it was about the everyday life of people who make content online, about YouTubers.
Yeah.
But it was a documentary, so it was not something that obviously it's hard.
Yeah.
It's more challenging than doing my own YouTube videos. But we were looking for fiction, and we wanted to do something that's more complex with more people involved. So that's why we started talking about Real.com, and
Yeah.
the series started shaping up. And other than production, something that I also really love is transmedia, because I feel like we have so much content on YouTube, on Instagram, on all social media about movies and about TV series, about web series, because I feel like um, that's the reason. Oh, I mean, that's a sign that we need more transmedia, because we
True.
want the TV series and the movies and everything that we'd like to be
Yeah.
closer to us.
Yes. And
But we can't find that online. So we produce our own content. So we do like video reviews and video recommending and theories about what's going on and what's happening to the character in the next season. So we crave for transmedia, and it's something that it's so natural for me because I did this traditional 4 year university for filmmaking and then 9 years of YouTube. So it makes
yeah.
sense to mix that all.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. I mean, because I think one thing is you obviously you went to school, I went to school, but when you go to school, they tell you what you need to know, right? But
Yes.
then in the real world, they tell you what you need to hear. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's the total difference, because I've sat in classrooms where we were, doing things, and I felt like I had one teacher though. I did like this one teacher. I went to FITM, Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, and one thing that a teacher did was if you were late to class for when there was a project, then you couldn't turn that project in. It's like you got a F. 1 minute late, you got an F. And I like that she did that because in real world, in the real life, it it is seriously, you get one opportunity sometimes,
Yeah.
and if you can't make it, if you can't just pull through, then guess what? They're gonna call the next person, because that's just how fast business is. And I think it's very important, especially for people our age, to understand that when you're doing business or when you're trying to sell a product or anything like that, you have to come correct. You know what I mean? You have to come correct. You got to come stern, and you got to be ready to work, because there's people out there that are depending on you and to deliver for them, and vice versa. So it comes hand in hand. So for anyone listening out there, and I hope you guys really take what we're saying, because you don't want to get embarrassed on your first meeting, because trust me, owners, they call you out. And I've
Yeah.
been at the other end of that. Just a quick story about that. I was sitting at a desk. There's like 7 of us. I stayed up for almost 24 hours coming up with like a sales lead and how I'm going to sell their brand, because I was a sales director for this private brand. So I said, the morning we're there, I feel good. I got my notes and I'm reading them off, everything that I got. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm killing it. I'm like, yeah. And then at the very end of it, in front of everyone around that table, he told me that my idea was dumb as hell in front of everyone. In front of everyone. And
Oh
you
man.
and you know what? At that moment, I was not upset. At that moment, I understood that this guy wanted to bring out the best of me. He knew that I knew better than what I uh, gave to him, and he still kept me around. But I really appreciate him for keeping it black and white with me. It wasn't one of those things where it was like, "Oh, you're doing a good job, but you really suck." You know what I mean? It wasn't one of those. It was, hey, this sucks. Correct it. And that's what I love about this industry and things that we do. So moving
Yeah, I feel
on.
like people
Moving.
who care, they talk about things that maybe we don't want to listen, but we need to listen.
Yeah.
Because whenever you don't care about someone, you just don't say anything.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Can't talk enough about that, but we'll get. We got episodes and episodes and episodes. We'll keep on talking about that stuff. But so with Rio, let's go back to Rio. So what are for Rio.com? What is the project? How are you guys getting the funds? Are you guys funding it yourself? Like, explain to everyone where they can donate if you have somewhere to donate. Just fill us in on the whole project. For those just tuning in too.
Yes. So Rio.com is a fictional web series of 9 episodes that we're crowdfunding through Catarse, which is a Brazilian webpage. But they take credit cards, so if you're American, you can donate through the Catarse webpage. It's the link in my bio, so you can click on that. And in our official Instagram, that's Rio.com web series with no S in the ending, web series. Um, that we have this tutorial of a step-by-step for foreigners who want to help, because the page is Brazilian, but we have some text in English, and there's this option of contribution in credit card, and the currency now is R$ 5 to $1. So you can start helping out with $2. That's the smallest amount that you can donate, and it makes the whole world of a difference for us, because
Awesome.
filmmaking is hard and filmmaking is
Definitely.
expensive. There's this
So that.
film director that I interviewed, and he said that there's only 2 kinds of budget for filmmaking: the expensive one and the more expensive one. And the more expensive one is whenever you're aiming for a cheapest version of it.
Right, that part, right? That's for
Yeah.
real. That's real. Like, I mean, with me doing this now, my guy Mike, if you're tuning in too, shout out to you, Mike. But he explains to me the process and things like that. And when he gets here and he does his thing and he does his editing, like I love his direction and things like that. And it's worth it, every bit of it. So I mean, for anyone that is really thinking about jumping into this, do not go the cheap way.
Yeah.
It's either you're gonna go all the way or just sit your ass down.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. Because you can't half-ass this. If it's just to make money, then you better make sure you got a good plan. If it's from the heart, then you're gonna find somebody that's gonna see something in you and want to invest their time into you. So definitely, watch your surroundings. Um,
Yeah. So
so
in Rio.com, we got to invite a lot of talented people who are willing to work for a whole less than they would, and
yeah,
some people are even volunteering to work because we have a very fragile moment here in Brazil. We're still going through the quarantine. We're still going through COVID-19
yeah,
as in the US. But here we also have a very difficult situation for our filmmaking industry. The laws that promoted the production are non-existent at the moment because
wow,
the current president, didn't sign a decree that would keep on going. And we have this agency that promotes filmmaking in Brazil, and they're completely stopped. They're on hold.
yeah,
And so a lot of people from the filmmaking industry, they don't know what they're doing. And it's so sadly ironical that we're saving people's health, mental health
yeah,
through quarantine because people are watching films and TV series and playing video games and reading books. So art is what's giving us mental health. And at the same time, people who work in art, they don't have an income, they don't have a way of paying their own bills, and
exactly.
it's very sad. But it's also a moment of unity, and people are getting together to collaborate.
Exactly, and you touched that word, unity. Like there is not no important word than unity right now. I think everyone is so here, there. I mean, it's just simple, right? It's you either want good or you want bad. It's not hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the struggle right now. People want bad. People want stupid shit, ignorant stuff. This side wants peace, chill, love, whatever. And that's that battle right now. But you know what? We here, and I'm here to make a difference. To make a difference, you know what I mean. With however, whatever I can do, I put all my money into this to give people that opportunity to share their products, to share their ideas, and I'm gonna keep doing it because that's who I am and that's what I want to do. This is for everyone. This is not just for me. I think this is for everyone. I get inspired by other people. I love meeting new people and just seeing different things. And like you touched on, there's so many people right now that don't have jobs and things like that. So before all of this, came up, I really put time and thought into it because I'm like, you know what? Hey, come on my show. Let me. People need to hear this. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I could be able to do that because I think, you don't always see the news or your favorite brands that you're spending money with reaching out to you to help you. And I think when we touch back on unity, that's what you and I are here for, sharing and growing together and trying to bring others together to accomplish this goal.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. You said it all.
Yeah, right. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. So um, okay. So again, so everyone can know where they can donate. It is the link is in your bio, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. The link is in their bio, and for
If
anyone,
anyone needs any help with the language or the step by step, you can DM me at my Instagram, my personal Instagram. I'm here to help because I know it's a hard time for Americans to read in Portuguese. It's a tough language, but I'm here to help. If you want to help us, I'm here to help you.
Awesome. I appreciate that so much. And then I have since we
Can I
got a
just
little bit
say
of time.
something, Prime? Just a quick thing.
Oh yeah,
Someone
sure.
asked, what time is it in Brazil? And I want to share with you this weird sunset that we're having right now.
Oh wow,
This is Christ the Redeemer behind the clouds.
wow, that's crazy. I wanna go there so bad. I can't wait to go visit
You
there.
have to.
You know what? I want to go to. I want to bring the family to Carnival.
Yes.
That's what I want to do. Like that's me. If that's all me, I want to do that. I want to do that. um, that'd be so fun. But I thank you so much, Loli, for being on today. I hope all everyone tuning in and interacting with us today got something from it. Like this is just real talk, you know what I mean? I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. We're coming from a real place, and we're just here to share and get you guys involved. So, but before we leave, for those that follow my Instagram story, so everyone that tuned in today were automatically entered into a giveaway. I didn't tell Lily this. Things just come to me and it just happens. And I was in the mood and I felt good. And I was like, I want to make someone's day. I want to make them smile. So what I did was I'll capture everyone's that checked in. If you're checked in now, you need to go just screenshot the conversation and DM it to me so that way I could count your name in. But as far as that, I will be giving away some of my seeds that came from a melon that I harvest, honeydew, and watermelon that I harvest. Where are they? They come in this little
Yum.
cool bag that will be on sale soon. So I got some seeds, and then also what I want to also give away because it's hard to get Lily her gifts. So I decided to give some away, and then I'm gonna get Lily something on the side. But I'm also want to give someone some water. Water is good. This is Just Water. Shout out to Just Water too. Um, very very good friends of mine. I love their water. I love everything they stand for. It's plant based and alkaline based. I mean, this water is just damn good. But definitely check it out. Go to their website. You can get a subscription of their water. I won't share too much with them, but go tap their link in their bio. It's Just Water, JUST. And then Loli, back to you. What time is it right now in Brazil?
It's 7 minutes to 6 o'clock.
Oh, 7 minutes to 6 o'clock. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Before we do, I wanted to do something different. So I'm gonna have you close the show, Lily, for me. If you can say whatever you like. Just at the end, we go by always growing, forever learning at the end. So tie that in, and then that'll wrap it up for today. Today's garden talks.
Um, so I'm very happy to be here talking to everyone here, sharing a little bit of who I am, what I believe in, and what I like to do. At the same time, sharing this amazing conversation with a friend and getting to see this weird, beautiful sunset here in Rio. So it's amazing that we can connect through internet and we can be together even in this time that we have to be isolated. We have to stay inside. We have to take care of ourselves and of others. So
Yes,
stay inspired, keep growing, and
forever learning.
forever learning. That's
Okay, now,
it.
okay, for your listeners, if you could say it in Portuguese, that'd be awesome. I've never heard it in any other language, so I guess while we're online, let's do it. So it's
Okay.
always growing, forever learning. I go by
Okay.
that mantra because that's what I'm doing. I'm always evolving as an individual. I'm always learning. I'm always learning about different cultures, different ethnics, and I think that we never stop learning. If there's a person out there that says they stop learning, then like by
They're dead.
around me, like But so that's what we go by. So Lily's gonna say it in Portuguese. So let's hear it. It's always growing, forever learning. Let's hear it. Let's hear
Sempre
it.
crescendo, sempre aprendendo.
Hey, that's where we are. I thank every last one of you for tuning in today. This is Garden Talks episode 3. I appreciate all you guys, and tomorrow we'll be announcing the winner. For just tune in for today. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget, we're always growing, forever learning. Bye, Lily. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All
Thank
right,
you.
all right. Bye bye. Okay, are you sure you want to end the video? I'm still live. Hold on. Okay, now I'm going to save the video. Okay, there it is. Bye bye, guys.
Bye.